Hello, and welcome to another Performance Architects How-To. Performance Architects is a business and technology consulting company that helps companies initiate and sustain big changes in their performance management and business intelligence environments and process. This video, along with others on our channel, should help provide some additional insight as you embark on or continue along your EPM and BI journey. Head over to our channel after this video or come back in the future to learn best practices, hear overviews, and take part in lessons we have designed to help you. We are focused on continuing to develop this community, and we welcome any recommendations you might have for future content. Thanks and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to another Performance Architects How-To. My name is Tom, and in this how-to I will provide an introduction to the enterprise performance management concept. To start, I'll go ahead and define enterprise performance management, or EPM. Enterprise performance management can really be broken down into three distinct pieces. First is a mindset or common framework for measurement and collaboration that allows for cross-functional understanding of the effect of each business area's performance with well-defined, measurable, and published performance objectives and metrics. In short, the framework allows for an organization to measure and collaborate across functions, developing a better understanding through well-defined and measurable performance objectives and metrics. Second are the processes used to manage enterprise performance management. And third is the role of supporting technologies, which collect and analyze data, generally through business intelligence and EPM tools from a variety of vendors. These tools play a role in supporting the organizational framework and processes. Historically, organizations tracked corporate performance solely by measuring financial data, and this did provide one lens to look through. However, during the 1980s, there was significant debate over traditional accounting and valuation methodologies versus new methodologies like activity-based management or activity-based costing. This drove in a new shift to evaluation based on both financial and non-financial information, taking a more holistic approach viewed through outcomes and their drivers. We will take a look at this idea of outcomes and drivers in just a moment. However, the point here is that after this transition today, over 46% of businesses use a formal performance management system based on a variety of different frameworks. Taking a look at some of these more popular frameworks, we see here that there are quite a few available, ranging from the SMART approach to the Balanced Scorecard, arguably one of the most popular approaches to enterprise performance management. Now earlier, I had mentioned this idea of drivers and outcomes, and I'd like to expand on that here. This diagram shows a strategy map from the Balanced Scorecard methodology. And starting at the top, we can see how organizational goals, our outcomes, are filtered down into singular drivers at the bottom. Let's take this example and expand a bit. This organization's mission is to become the premier investment management firm. And to do that, they realize that they need a combination of new customers and a larger share of each customer's wallet. To increase the number of customers, the firm needs to deliver consistent fund performance and be the trusted provider of financial solutions. Breaking each of these down, we see the drivers. To deliver superior fund performance, the firm needs to continue to acquire new assets by developing the next generation of leaders, which is done by attracting and retaining top investment talent and fostering a high-performance culture. This next generation of leaders also drives the retention of assets at world-class levels. This, combined with a powerful brand, drives the notion of being the trusted provider for financial solutions, further contributing to new customers, which helps to increase the enterprise value of the firm. In short, the drivers of success define the outcome, and defining the drivers before the outcome happens lets an organization dictate its future. Now let's take a brief look at the process behind enterprise performance management. The process begins with the leadership team deciding the long-term strategy, beginning with the organization's mission and vision for the future. This is then translated into the strategy for a business. The strategy is then broken down into unique objectives, and then further into quantifiable measures that reflect the objectives. While this plan exists for the leadership team, it does need to be tied to a more realistic business cycle that the management team can then use in the trenches to drive the success of the mission and vision. Resources need to be allocated to departments so that targets can be set, enabling initiatives to start. These initiatives can be broken down into key milestones and owners assigned to ensure that they are reached. As each cycle closes, the leadership team can again revisit the long-term strategy and reaffirm or adjust as needed. And finally, the role of technology in enterprise performance management. As I mentioned earlier, organizations have a wealth of data, both financial and non-financial, to gauge success off. Enabling this data and giving it meaning can prove challenging. However, with architecture that allows you to manage, collect, and analyze data, organizations can then apply it to processes and frameworks. Starting at the bottom, organizations should look to gather all of their data sources from a variety of systems together, through a variety of tools, into a data warehouse that can then be fed into data marts, either relational or multidimensional. This can then be used by applications to disseminate and give meaning to the data, before being shipped through applications and web servers to the user interface. Here, users can begin to disseminate the information and make informed decisions. And so, in brief, this is enterprise performance management: the common framework, the process, and finally the role of technology. Thank you for joining, and please visit our Performance Architects How-To channel for other videos on enterprise performance management and business intelligence solutions.